Okay, perfect, guys. Done. So before starting the today's session, just let me introduce myself. And I'm Shivram Krishna. Okay, I'm Shivram Krishna. I'm having overall 12 years of experience in this IT industry and teaching profession, and where I'm having my own company called as SS Data Solutions in Hyderabad. And apart from that, I used to give the corporate trainings for various IT companies, like in terms of Deloitte, ICICI Bank, and for all these companies in the data analytics and data science and artificial intelligence area. I'm presently associated as a data science trainer at Naresh IT, and I earlier worked as a lead data scientist and handle with multiple projects where end to end, complete end to end, and based on the client requirements, we have delivered the final product. What are the as per the client requirements, right? And coming to my education, I have done my data science and machine learning from IIM Raipur and my master's from BITS. Apart from that, I hold multiple certifications in data science, like Microsoft certification in data science, IBM data science professional certification, and I'm a certified data scientist by IBAC USA. So these are the couple of certifications which are related to data science, and this is a brief intro about me. Right now, coming to the today's class, that is in terms of data analytics. Okay. Now, in detail, we are going to understand what is data analytics. And we'll also see what is the difference between the data analytics versus data science or anything else, data engineer, or what are the roles we are having. Let us see the differences between them. Before seeing the differences, let's understand what is data analytics first. Analytics means analysis, doing the analysis on the given data. So we are having the data. We are having different types of data, out of which first one we call it as structured data. Structured data, which is in the tabular format, which is having a proper structure. Means you are having a column. In the column, name is there, means you have to write in this name only. You can't write like age as 24, 25, something like this. You can't write your education. Column name is age is the name is there, means name only you have to write. Age is there, means age only you have to write in that way, right? So here we are having the data called as structured data. And second type of data we are having is called as semi-structured data. Semi-structured data. And third type of data is called as unstructured data. So like this, we are having three different types of datas, which is structured is tabular data. Second one is semi-structured. It is in the semi-format type. We are going to convert that one to a tabular data and we'll do the analysis. And coming to the unstructured data, it will be in terms of images, videos, okay, audios, text. All this comes under unstructured data. So these are the different types of data we are having, right? Second one is called as analysis. So first we understand what is the type of data, and second, if you understand what is meant by analysis, then automatically you'll understand data analytics. And what is meant by analysis and what is meant by analytics. Within the analytics, what are the types of analytics we are having? Analysis means analyzing the data. Analyzing the data. What are the data was given to us? We are analyzing. Okay, some data will be given. For example, in this class, I'm having certain students in the offline and some students are in the online. I'm just observing in terms of how many students are interested for offline, how many students are interested towards the online. Whatever the data was given to you, whether it is class data, whether it is sales data, whether it is manufacturing data, whether it is product data, whatever the data was given to you, you are just analyzing the given data is called as analysis. Now, whether today's course is a good course for me or not, you are going to think internally with your brain. That is also called as analysis. Okay, whatever you are doing is called as analysis. Now coming to analytics. Now what is meant by analytics? Analytics means complete analysis. Instead of doing a one step, for example, today you are going to check whether the today's course is a good course or a bad course. This is called as analysis. With respect to what are the remaining courses are there, which is more suited for me and which option is the best career option for me, you are going to do each and everything, then it is called as complete analysis. Complete analysis on the given data on the data is called as analytics. And if you create a report on your complete analysis, it is called as analytical report. Okay, so this is complete analysis. Instead of doing the analysis of one step of analysis or two steps of analysis, we are doing entire analysis, different combinations, permutations, and different options, whatever we are having. We are going to think with all the options. As an example, I told you what is the difference of analysis means. Today's class is very nice or not is called as analysis. If it is not good, then what others options are there? Your friend is going to say something. Your relative may say something. That one and this one like this, by combining all of them, and finally we are going to do the complete thing now. That is called as analytics. Okay. Now, what is the difference? What are the different types of analytics we are having? The next step comes with the types of analytics. What are the different types of analytics we are having? Right? So what are the different types of analytics means? One is called as descriptive analytics. Descriptive analytics means you are just describing the past. What was happened? Descriptive analytics. Second one is called as diagnostic analytics. And third one is called as predictive analytics. Right? And fourth one is called as prescriptive analytics. So we are having four different types of analytics. Yeah. Is this data science class I just joined? Raghavendra, this is data analytics class. Okay. Done. Now coming to the point of descriptive analytics, diagnostic analytics, predictive and prescriptive. Now let's take with a small example so that you'll understand very clearly the difference. Let's take an example. Now there is a person, one particular person, and he is facing some kind of health issue. And for this health issue, okay, whatever the problem he is having, he is going to a hospital and he is going to meet a doctor for his problem. Okay, this is the scenario. In this scenario, what the first step the person will do after meeting the doctor? First, he will take the doctor appointment, everything that I'm just ignoring. I'm going and entering into the, once he meets the doctor, what is the step one? First, the patient, whatever the patient is there, na, the patient means who is having the health issue. Okay, the patient is, first he is going to go with the, okay, patient will describe the health problem. What are the health problem he is having? He is going to describe the health problem. This is the first step he is going to do. He will describe what is the health problem he is having. Now, what the second step will be done? Now, after describing, first doctor will listen to the patient, whatever he is saying to us. Sir, I'm facing from last 2 days this one, and evening hours I'm getting this kind of problem. Exactly here is the problem. Something the patient will say. Whatever the patient is speaking, completely the doctor will listen to that. After that, what the doctor will do? Diagnosis. He will start the diagnosis starting with the stethoscope. And if you are saying some kind of fever, he is going to use the thermometer and he is going to check how much temperature you are having, body temperature. And if additionally required, he is going to write some kind of blood test or that test, this test, tests. And what are the tests are there? Every test comes under diagnostic. He is going to do the diagnosis. After doing the diagnosis, what is the next step? You are going to take the report to the doctor once the diagnosis is completed. Now doctor is going to predict what is the health problem. Predict what is the health problem based on his experience. His experience or his knowledge or his expertise. What are the name you use? Okay. So he is going to predict what is the health problem. What would be the health problem? Not exactly what would be the health problem. The more doctor accurately predicts this one, he is called as more experienced doctor and he is called as more renowned doctor. In the outside world, multiple doctors are there, but some of the doctors are only very famous. Remaining doctors are not famous. Why? Because these doctors knows exactly what is the exact health problem and they are going to cure that one. Many people says in the healthcare industry, if you properly identify what is your health issue, almost 50% problem is solved. Identifying that particular health issue at the right time only is the most important point. For example, some person will get that dengue fever. Identify that one in the early stage. Everything will be solved. First, initially we assume that as a viral fever or 2 days, 3 days, 4 days. After that 4 days, malaria or typhoid or dengue, something they'll say. Now everything will be problem. Now some doctors will starting ignore that dengue fever. They'll say that this is a normal one, just 1 or 2 days rest is sufficient or tablets are sufficient. And later 3 days after they'll say that I think this is a dengue or they will say that this is a some kind of malaria. He is a bad doctor. The person who identifies on the day one properly, he is an expert. He have to identify based on what criteria he will identify. Symptoms. A proper symptoms he has to identify. So predicting what would be the health problem. And from that, step 4, he is going to prescribe the medicines. Next step is going to be prescribe the medicines to resolve the problem, health problem. Right? These are the steps. Exactly. Now these steps are only these 4. The first one, patient describing the health problem only is called as descriptive analytics. Descriptive. Means whatever the data was given to us, we are just describing. Okay, this is the minimum value, this is the maximum value, this is the average value. Like that we are describing. On what data? On what data you are describing that one? On the given data. Whatever the given data to us, we are going to describe. For example, I have got the last 1 year data. Okay. And in that 1 year data, I'm going to observe that what is the minimum value? What is the maximum value? What is the average value? What is the monthly average value? Like this, I'm going to observe all these things I'm going to do on the last 1 year data. Last 1 year data means past data. Past data. Till today morning, what are the data we have received? It is called as past. As of now, we are going to receive is called as present. In the tomorrow or what day after tomorrow, whatever we are going to have, that is future, as everyone knows this one. So whatever the past data we are having and I'm analyzing the past data is called as descriptive analytics. Past. Completely you are analyzing the past. Okay. And why it has happened, what would be the reason behind that is called as diagnostic analytics. Diagnostic analytics. What would be the reason? Okay. And Ranjit, you will get into that. Okay. What topics and what tools, everything you'll get into. Okay. Just in another 10 minutes, you'll get into that. Right. First, let us understand all these things. Okay. Maybe you are very fast, but others are not like you now. We have to think from others' point of view also, right? We can't go with the single person. So in this class, some of the students might be very fast. Some of the students might be very slow. Some of the students might be moderate. So we have to analyze same way. This is only called as descriptive. Here, one of the student called as Ranjit, he is very fast. He wants to move everything fast. He wants to complete the course in 1 day only, tomorrow morning only, he wants to get the job or something, maybe. Whatever it is, I don't know. Example purpose I'm saying. There might be some requirements, just we are analyzing that one. Okay, students also will be like this. That's it. Is called as descriptive analytics. Okay, descriptive means whatever the data was given to us, just we are analyzing. Now next one is we are going to predict, predictive. So based on the data, we are going to estimate the future sales. Based on the last 1 year data, what are the sales was happened, from that what would be the sales of the next month or the next 1 year. That is called as predictive. And prescriptive means in order to get the better results, what we have to do. Just we are prescribing what we have to do in order to get the better results. So these are the different types of analytics. Okay. So descriptive, diagnostic, predictive, and prescriptive. Okay. So prescriptive analytics. So in order to get the better results, what we have to do. Right now, so here, whatever we are having the structured data and along with the types of analytics. Now you have understood what are the different types of data. At the same time, you have understood what is the different types of analytics. Now coming to the point of exactly what is the data analyst will do. Data analyst is going to do the descriptive analytics, on structured data. Exactly, the work of a data analyst is descriptive analytics. Means he is going to simply to say the work of a data analyst is to represent or to do with respect to he has to describe what happened earlier. He has to describe what happened at the earlier. Okay, describing what was happened. What was means past. Complete, it is a past data. What was happened. He is going to do on the descriptive analytics. So for example, let us take a example for this one project. Okay, I'm explaining with a one project for this. And for this project, I'm going to take an example of Naresh IT itself. Now Naresh IT, Naresh sir, whoever the head of the institution is there, Naresh sir wants. Now here we are having the different steps. What are the steps involved? What are the steps involved? What are the steps involved in data analytics project? Data analytics project. Let us see the steps involved in this. What is the first step? What is the second step? So that automatically you'll understand what are the tools required, what are the skills required also, you'll understand automatically. Once you understand the real life, how the project works, automatically steps auto will be understood, right? Means skills, you'll understand the skills automatically. First step, what is the first step is, first we have to understand the business problem requirement. First we have to understand the business problem understanding. That is the first step. So here Naresh sir, he wants, what Naresh sir exactly wants means last 1 year report. That is the requirement. Simple. I want last 1 year report. Naresh sir has given me that work, last 1 year report. In last 1 year, what are the batches started? How many batches? In that, how many data science? How many data analytics? How many full stack? How many with Power BI? Or how many this one? And within that, how many of them are with respect to this trainer? How many students has enrolled with another trainer? Like that, complete. And in that, if a student's placed, how many students has got placed in the data science? How many students has got placed in the Java? What is the average salary of data science? What is the average salary of Java? Like this, complete report of last 1 year. So what is the requirement? Complete report of last 1 year data. Okay. Now step 2, where this data will be there? Data will be stored in the database. All the students' data will be stored in the database. So we have to collect the data, from database. Now Naresh sir will give me the task or project that I want the last 1 year report. Now for that, what I required? Database. I mean data. Now what Naresh sir is going to do is, he will say to the Naresh IT team give the permission, database permission to SRK. SRK means me only, Shivram Krishna. Okay. So to SRK, please give the permission. Now what the database team is going to do means they are going to give the permission to me. That is the second step. First, he'll explain me the project, and after explaining the project, they'll give the permission for the data. And once I've got the permission from the data, I'm going to extract the data from the database. Okay, collect the data from the database. For collecting the data from the database, I require SQL because my work is descriptive analytics on the structured data. For structured data, structured database is required, which is SQL is required. So using the SQL, I'm going to collect the data. Once I have collected the data, now I'm going to do the next step called as data understanding. What are the data was given to me? In that, which are the columns are there, which columns are not there, which are important, which are not important. And I'm going to do the data understanding along with the data exploration. Total how many are there, records how many are there, what are the columns are there, all these things comes under data exploration. And once I do the data exploration, now I will start doing the data cleaning. Means, for example, some of the phone number of the person is there. What I have to do with the phone number? If the phone number is all nice, means is that student is great student and Naresh is great in Shuta. No, na. What I have to do with the phone number? Simply I will drop the column called as mobile number. Simply I will drop the column called as email address. What are the requirements I required? Student, batch timings, faculty name, whether the student has got placed or not. If placed, what is the package? These are the things I required to do the analysis. Remaining columns, what I have to do? And so I'm going to remove the columns, or if any student data is missing. For example, the student name only is there, but everything data is missing in that row. Only name of the student is there. Okay, I don't know his other details. Then what I'm going to do? I'm going to remove those records. Okay, because I can't do the analysis on that. Right? So I'm going to do the data cleaning. And this data cleaning can be done using either Python or using Power BI. These are the two options we are having. Either Power BI or Tableau. Like any other tool. Okay, you can do anything of your choice. As per your choice, you can do. But for doing this one, we require compulsory, because here you have to do something data cleaning and you have to do the replacements or anything. We require some kind of statistics. So what is the next step is nothing but data analysis. After cleaning, I'll start doing the analysis. For doing the analysis, I can do the analysis once again using these three, any of these, along with the statistics plus statistics. Without statistics, I can't do this. Sir, what is meant by statistics? Calculating minimum value, maximum value, average value. All these things comes under statistics. These are called max terms now, sir. What is the difference between the max versus stats means? Same kind of measures with respect to in a different way. Calculations are max only, but different meanings of measures. Like example purpose, I have told you the minimum value, maximum value, average value. Remaining so many things are there, like deviation, standard deviation, variance, skewness, like this some measures are there. How much relation is there? What is the relation between these two? How much covariation is there? Like that. So we are going to do the complete analysis. Okay, here only complete analysis will be done. And last step is whatever the analysis I have done, complete analysis I have completed. My work is completed. Now, who has given me the project? This project, Naresh has given me. Now, finally, to whom I have to submit this project? To Naresh sir only I have to submit. If I simply give the report, he has to read the notes. Should I prepare the textbook and I have to give the textbook or something like this? Miss, no. We have to present clearly. What is the last step is presentation. We have to do the presentation to the person who has given the project. If he understands very clearly about my presentation, then automatically one more project he will give to me. And in this presentation, whatever the analysis I'm going to do now, and what are the presentation I'm going to do now, this presentation involves the most important points which will increase their business. For example, if I say that, sir, in the data science, SRK's batch is doing very good and their salaries are very high. If I do this, show this one, what Naresh sir is going to do? He is going to allocate more number of batches to the SRK. When he is going to allocate more amount of batches to SRK, what happens? Automatically, more income he is going to generate. At the same time, more in terms of mouth publicity they will get. For example, sir, this XYZ trainer is not performing well and under his batch, 0 students has got placed till now. Okay, let us remove him. Why? Why to remove? Because to improve your proper business. In Naresh IT, for good trainers, if you give more number of students in the market, because it is in Amirpet, where more number of students are there within the hostels in the nearby locations, and these students will discuss each other. Mouth publicity spread is very easy in Amirpet. So a proper spread is there means repetition of the institute will be high. In the similar way, if the, for example, any student has completed the course at Naresh IT under XYZ trainer, and finally he has not got the placement. Now he is going to say that trainer is not good or Naresh IT is not good outside. Obviously, he will say that Naresh IT only. I have completed the course at Naresh IT, but I have not got the placed. He will never say that I have one under this trainer or that trainer. So here, Naresh sir requires with a proper trainers who is having a very good placements, who are able to deliver the classes in a very well, and who are able to understand, students are understanding. And finally, what he is going to do is business. He is going to improve the business. From this project, he will improve the business. And for that reason only, he is paying the money for me. If there is no use, why to pay money unnecessarily? This is already past data now. This is past data, right? In the past, what has happened, to know why you are knowing on the past data means to know where you are lagging, where the problem is. And from that, you are going to rectify that. Is the points are clear? So this presentation will be done using in terms of either Power BI or Tableau along with the PPT. If Naresh sir knows Power BI, I will share directly in the Power BI. If Naresh sir don't know Power BI, then I'm going to share the PPT. In the PPT, I will keep everything accordingly, according to the client requirement. And we are going to create in the presentation in Power BI only is called as Power BI dashboard. Whether it is Power BI or Tableau, any data visualization tool. Out of Power BI and dashboard are the leaders in the market. We are having the multiple languages are there, multiple tools are there, multiple databases are there. Every database, every tool, everything we can learn means no, highly impossible. Then which one you are going to learn means which has the capture of 80 to 90% of the IT industry, that tools we are going to learn. Now see, in the market, we are having the different mobile phones. Like Oppo is there, Realme is there, Samsung is there, Nokia is there, or some other companies, Apple company, like this we are having. Now, every person is going to purchase every company mobile phone. What is the difference between this one versus that one? Means this is by one company, that is by one company. These are the different tools, one company. And whichever you feel this is the right price, you are going to purchase. Your mindset says that to purchase MI means every person will purchase only MI. You are the company, you are the person, and you want to, you have seen some features in that and you felt that is very nice and you have purchased. Others has purchased other things. So each company will purchase each tool separately. According to their requirements, they'll purchase. Is that not compulsory? It is not compulsory. For example, in Naresh IT, classroom size is like this. In every building and every classroom size also will be like this only. This is only meant by classroom size. A building should be like this only. The class should be like this only. Is there any rule like that? No, nah. Same way in the companies also. In the companies also, the company owner or the project manager, as per his requirement, he will select. He will find that, okay, this is the better deal, best deal. So I will purchase this one. and he will go according to that tool. And once he has selected that tool, and the people who are working in that company, they have to automatically work on that tool only. And most of the 90%, not even 90, I can say, to my knowledge, it is more than 99%. But instead of that one, I'm saying with respect to 90%, in the 90% of the companies, we are using only Power BI and Tableau. Earlier, it is purely Tableau. Tableau is the monopoly reader. Nowadays, Microsoft has increased his products like Azure with respect to ChatGPT. Like this, they are increasing their products and widely they are spreading. When they are spreading widely, what happens means one product you are purchasing with Microsoft, remaining products also automatically will connect with the Microsoft only, because their integrations and working process will be very smooth. Operations will be very easy. Is the points are clear? So this is with respect to data analytics. Now, what are the skills required for this data analytics? As one of the student is very eager to learn this skills and along with the tools. So first, let us see the skills. What are the skills means? We should know with respect to data understanding. These are called as skills. Data exploration, future engineering, data future future engineering, data transfer. Future engineering means nothing but doing the data cleaning, means properly doing. Futures means columns. You are adjusting your columns in such a way, proper engineering you are doing in order to get the better result. Okay, that is called as future engineering. Okay, and next one is in terms of data wrangling. Data wrangling means converting the data. If any things are there, you are transforming the data, is called as data wrangling. And you are going to do the data analysis. Okay, and finally you are going to do the proper presentations and data cleaning. Obviously data cleaning and data wrangling, all these things included, and along with the future selections, which are important futures, which are not important futures, future selection and statistics and data visualization. Any data visualization tool as per your choice. Data visualization, these are all comes under skills. Now coming to the tools. What are the tools or what are the things we have to learn? Means first one, to collect the data, SQL, starting with this. Okay, followed by we require the Python, one programming language, and statistics. And finally, after doing the analysis and all these things, we required one data visualization tool called as Power BI or Tableau, any one of them. But here in our course, everything is included. All of them are included from starting to ending. All the steps are included and all the tools along with the skills are included. Now, after the class, you can check with respect to any job portal of your choice. I'm not going to say this website, only that website. Whichever website you are interested, choose. And open in the search, you type data analyst and see the description. And automatically you'll find the same thing, whatever I'm writing. Because these are the steps. For any person, this is the steps. Is the points are clear, guys? Everything? Right? Everyone is clear? And now coming to the next, sir, for which is the tool we are going to use for the statistics? We are going to use the statistics for Python only. And here additionally, we are adding the Excel also, but Excel is not that much of important, because whatever you can do in the Excel, I can do everything in the Python by using the pandas. Whatever you can do, tell me anything of your choice that can be done in the Python itself. Earlier, Few years back, when the Python is not that much of having high level powers or no that much of high level libraries, at that time they used to use in different. But nowadays, Python was developed in such a way, it has covered with respect to vast amount of libraries and multiple things we can do. And in the Python, most important thing is pandas. That is the most powerful. If you learn only this one also, you'll get the job easily. That much of powerful tool, powerful library. Okay, having with multiple capabilities, right? So even Excel. Now in our course, we are going to include all these things along with this complete. This I'm going to share you the complete data analytics course content. You will get the course content to your mail ID. Okay, and just I'm going to share you the course content as of now. This is the course content, and this PDF will be shared, and each and every letter will be covered. And what exactly will be covered in the course also, I will tell you detailedly. Okay, and fee structure, duration, everything we'll discuss one by one. Now coming to this, see, I'm having with respect to Excel, I'm going to have the Excel. What are the Excel is there? The basics of Excel and advanced module of Excel with the pivot tables and writing the if and else statements, and based on that conditional formatting, and finally creating with respect to VBO and functions, creating some functions. This is advanced module of Excel, and we are going to cover this one. Okay, every student in the class automatically will receive this PDF, and in this PDF, what are the single letter is there? Every single letter will be covered. That too by me only will be covered. No other faculty, only by me, from the starting to ending. Every single letter will be covered. If one letter is missing also, I will refund your entire fees. That is the assurance I will give from my end. See, many people in the demo, they will say that this will be done, that will be done, like this. And at the end, they will say that this is not that much of important. You can skip this one. Okay, students also will say that, okay, this is not important. Okay, let's ignore. If it is not important, who asked them to write in the syllabus copy? Will not ask that question. If it is not important, who asked? Remove na. Why you'll write that one? Why you'll say that is important, unimportant? Can we ask like that as a student? No, but here I'm asking you to ask me like that. Every letter is important. Everything is important. If it is not important, I have deleted also. And this entire content was created by me only. So I know what is exactly is there. So everything was ready, right? And second one is, from this we'll move on to the statistics, complete statistics from basics to advanced. Okay, not just statistics means giving the basics of measures like that, detailedness of statistics. The more you have the statistics, the more you can play with the data analysis. Okay, statistical analysis is required more. As a data analyst, statistics is more priority. And in the interview also, they'll ask more on the statistics related questions. Sir, I'm not good at maths and stats. Of course, most of the students, not most, 99.99999% of the students who are sitting in this class today, they are not maybe good at statistics. Okay, and 100, we are going to learn from the basics to advanced completely from the scratch level, which is related to statistics, right? And from there, we are moving on to the inferential statistics, estimating. This is called as inferencing. Inferencing means we are going to estimate, right? Next, we are moving on to the Python. Again, Python basics to advanced. In the advanced Python and Python for data science and data analytics. What are the Python is related and what are the plots required, both theoretical and practical. Everything. Okay. Initially, mostly 90% will be practical. 10% only will be theoretical. That too, theory will come only in the statistics. Only statistics will be theory. Remaining part will be only practical. This is not machine learning now to explain the algorithms theory part. In this course, 90% practical is there. That to statistics only will come the theory. In Excel theory is not there. In SQL theory is not, SQL theory is there, but more practical will be there. Only one class theory class will be there. Remaining every class we have to execute the program and we have to explain. Right? 90% practical will be there. And from there, we are going to see the data cleaning, how to treat with the wrong data, duplicate data, how to deal with the abnormal data, outliers. Outliers means abnormal data, how to treat the missing values, how to drop the unnecessary columns, how to treat with the wrong data, wrong data types. And once you do the data cleaning, we'll do the analysis. So SQL, complete SQL in order to extract the data. And from that Power BI in order to present your data. How you can connect the data to your Power BI directly. Okay. And how to apply the various filters. Filters means conditions as per my condition. Okay, this is the one. So how you decide the conditions? Conditions are based on the requirements. For example, while joining this course, what is your mindset would be? What are the questions would be? Your questions only conditions. Each one question is one condition. Sir, whether I'll get the placement. Question number 1. For that, you are going to observe how many students has got placed. That observation you are going to do. For that question, what you are going to observe? How many students has got placed. Sir, what would be the salaries? For that, what you are going to observe? What is the average salary of the students placed? Sir, with respect to this course can be completed in 3 months or not. For that, what you are going to observe? With the previous students, what how many days it has completed, what is the starting day, what is the ending day, and what is the time lamp it has taken. Okay, so like this you are going to do. So like we are going to cover the Power BI along with the Tableau. So complete data analysis and data analytics will be done, and these are the tools. Every letter will be covered. And you can go through clearly and you can compare wherever you're interested. In the entire world, you can compare. Whether it is a small institute or big institute, that is your choice. You can do. Whatever you want, you can do. Okay? And wherever you want to compare, and finally decide yourself. Do a proper analysis. While doing the analysis, remember, you have to do a complete analysis. Don't do partial analysis, 50-50, or just observing only one point and don't conclude. That is called as wrong statistics, wrong analysis. For example, job requirements are there. In the search here, we'll check in the Google, if you type anything, we'll only see the first website. And from the first website only, we'll conclude everything. First website was written by God? No, na. So after first website, second website is there, third website is there, fourth website is there. Go through multiple websites. Take extra 5-10 minutes time. For each one website, spend additional 10 minutes of time. Maximum what happens? 1 hour extra you'll spend. Spend. For your career, 1 hour you can't spend. You are spending for whom? For you only na. For your salary only na. For your career only na. You can't spend the additional 1 hour by going through different websites and different things. What are they? Example purpose. Simple. Point is, right? So this is the complete course content and we are going to share you the complete course content. This PDF will be shared to your mail IDs. Okay, already your mail ID was registered with the Naresh IT and it will be shared. And offline students, you have given your phone number in the paper and you have written the automatically you'll receive. Okay, is the points are clear? Now, apart from this, okay, apart from this, whatever the course content I have explained, now in the course what happens exactly? Let's see that. Now, here you are going to complete the course starts from the basics to advanced. Everything from the basics to advanced. Assuming you don't know Python, you don't know statistics, you don't know Power BI. If you know, why you'll sit here? Sir, some people may know already something and they want to upskill themselves with the latest things now. Like that, how many students will be there in the class? Okay, I'm not saying that students will not be there, but that type of students, how many will be there? And who are completely new, how many will be there? Generally, 90% of the people will be, not 95% of the people will be with respect to completely new. That is the reason they'll sit in the class. If they're already familiar, they'll continue even in the YouTube also. Advanced things they'll even learn from the YouTube also. They'll not, no need to sit in the class, no need to spend every day 1.5 hour time by sitting in the class and writing the notes. For upskilling themselves, no need to start again from the basics. 90% of the people don't know anything. So since they don't know anything, so we have to start from the base. So this is not advanced course now. Directly it is the AI. You should be familiar with this one, that one. For this, there is no prerequisites. Means before to this, you have to complete this one. Even 8th class student, 9th class student also will understand. It is not compulsory I have to complete that degree or this much. But they'll not get the jobs. Only difference is they'll not get the job in the IT industry. 8th class student also can complete the course, but he'll not get the job in IT industry. He has to get the on his phone. Any student, 8th class student only is creating the websites, means they'll not sit in the IT company. They will create their own website and they'll create one product, and that product will be impressed by the IT companies. Then they'll give the chance as a freelancers. They'll not bring that particular student into the company, and they'll not make in front of office to sit in others, because it is going to be a problem. These people will be converted as entrepreneurs. They'll convert them as a business. Even some students, 7th class students, 8th class students are developing the websites also. 100% they can do. But Google also will give some kind of offer. We'll listen in the news. Everything is possible, but they are entrepreneurs. Business point of view. They'll not give into the company. They'll not be hide in the company. Right? Now, so for company means minimum degree is required. Now coming to the concepts, we are going to discuss from the basics to advanced, and where we are going to provide for you lifetime access for the notes. Whatever I'm discussing in the class, anything, whatever you are seeing on the in my screen, everything will be shared to you. Complete notes will be shared to you in the Google Drive, which is going to be for lifetime. Why you are giving lifetime is because you are unable to download that one. You can't download. Remember this. None of them you can download. So since I'm not going to give the download permission, I'm giving the lifetime access permission. Right? Sir, without, without download, how we can work on that means I will convert everything in the PDF format. And for the PDF format, I will disable the download option. Okay? Due to the data leakage outside. Because if I give the permissions, it will be shared as a biscuit in the Ameerpet. To avoid that one. Right? Now, every day I'm going to share you the task. What are the task is related to that particular work. So see, for example, some of the topic is there. Half of the topic was completed today, half will be completed maybe tomorrow. Once tomorrow the topic is complete topic is completed, then I can share the task on that. Okay, topic wise, you are going to get the task. And every week you will get some kind of test. What are the things we have completed? Every Saturday, you are going to have some test. Okay, and from that next Microsoft certification. So for Microsoft certification in Power BI as a data analyst, so here we are having a certificate number called as PL300. That is the certificate number. Okay, that certification code we are going to cover here. And for that, creating this one, what are the content is required, everything will be covered. Along with that, I'm going to share you 300 plus questions, sample questions. So which are already asked in the previous exams of Microsoft. So that once you practice this one, easily you can clear the certification. Now, apart from that, for your interview preparation, we are going to create the resume building. Separately, I'm going to have the resume building, how you have to create your resume, how you have to keep properly this one, and all these things, and interview questions and answers. Okay, and how you have to prepare for your interview, and how you have to deliver in the interview, Okay, how you have to behave in the interview. And in the interview, if they ask you to introduce yourself, how you have to introduce. If they ask what if you are having any kind of career gap, how you have to explain that one. Everything. What are the preparation required, means how you have to do in the interview room. Everything will be discussed, and mock interviews also will be done. Means real time interview as this will be done before going to your real time interview. So in the resume, three things are important. Okay, in any resume, three things are important. One is what I know, what I know. Second one is how much I know. These two are important in the resume. What I know is called as skills. What are the skills you are familiar? You have to write the skills and tools. Skills and tools comes under what you know. How much you know about this one comes under projects and certification. What are the certifications you have done? These two indicates what you know. How much you know in that. Certification means any certification after writing the exam, once you qualify, you get the certificate, na? That is a valid certificate. Without writing the exam, if you get any certificate, na, it is called as participation certificate. So any certification after writing the exam, whether you have got after writing a, without writing a, only question is that. Without writing you have got, just I have paid the money and I have got the certificate, means it is called as participation certificate and there is no use. After writing the exam only I have got, means that is having use, like your 10th class certificate, intermediate certificate, degree certificate, all these things after writing your exam only they have given. Without writing in the exam, just try to get that one and let us see whether it will have the any validity or not, any importance or not. Since you have written the exam, it is having the importance. Without writing the exam, just take the certificate and let us see. And it is called as fake certificate in the market. If any person gets the degree certificate without writing the exam, it is called as fake certificate. There is a lot of difference between both of them. Is the point is clear? That's it. So these are the things. And now coming to the duration, how much duration we are going to have, means this everything will be covered in 3 months. Okay, in 3 months. And what are the fees is there? The fees for this is going to be 15K, 15,000. Yeah, right. Now, so Priya is asking some questions and remaining students also asking multiple questions. If I start taking the questions in between while explaining, it will redirect to something. So it will be completely move on, deviated. So that is the reason I have kept all the questions at the end. Now you can ask what are the questions you are having. What are the questions you are having? Now you can ask. Online students and offline students. Everyone you can ask what are the questions you are having.
Sir, I have two questions. First one is that this is used for understanding the past data and the data science is understanding
The future data.
Sir, second question is that in data analysis we use to understand the portal.
HLOOKUP and whatever you are saying now, everything will be covered. Okay. And after completing this course, will you be providing the placements? Lokesh, we are going to provide the placement assistance. Placement assistance means wherever the placements are there, we are going to share. Okay. Wherever the questions are, wherever the placements are there, we're going to share. Will you be starting the evening batch? As of now, I'm not having any evening slots. I'm already occupied with the other batches. So as of now, we are having only one time called as 9 a.m. And what is resume building? Resume building means in terms of how you have to build your resume. Okay, in order to make a good, in the resume building projects, what are the projects are required? So the projects, here we are going to include the projects. So we are going to work on the four projects. One project from Python, complete data analysis using Python. One is from SQL. One is complete analysis from Power BI using the Power BI. And one project we are going to use from the Tableau. So these are the total 4 projects. From each one of them we are going to do. What would be the minimum salary? After this, what is the minimum salary to what is the maximum salary? Minimum salary you can expect after this course is 4 lakhs with maximum of 8.5 lakhs as a fresher. Will there be placement drive through the institute if you clear any kind of screening test? That is common. Okay, we'll be conducting some kind of placement drives, and whenever there is a placement drive, particularly at Naresh IT directly, and you will be eligible and you can have. Right? Yeah. Next, what is the duration? What would be the duration and will be offline starts from? Already offline students are sitting in front of me, and every day both will be done simultaneously, and duration is 3 months as I've written here clearly. Uh, so, and both offline and online students, your lab, how you are going to have the lab means lab will be provided for offline students. What are the offline students are there? You will have the lab facility from morning 9 to 6. Okay, 9 to 6 you'll have the morning lab facility for offline students, and in the same building, 3rd floor. And while practicing, if you are having any questions, mentors are available. So mentors will guide you. Okay, some persons are there, they are going to guide you. Next, coming to the online students, same thing for online students now. How they are going to do? Online students also, we are going to share you the link. Okay, we'll share the link. Okay, and this link also will be activated from morning 9 to 6 except 1 hour, in between 1 hour lunch break. Apart from that, it will be from morning 9 to 6. Again, mentors also available for you, and you can share your screen and you can unmute yourself and you can ask what are the doubts you are having. Once again, the only difference is this is directly the persons will be available. Here link is available and you have to connect to the link. Yeah, 15,000 without videos. This is without recordings. Without any recordings, this is 15K. Samir, we are not going to cover any special type of ETL tool here. Directly we are going to connect with respect to directly we are going to take the from the database, we'll connect directly to the Power BI. No, we are you going to type programs in the class? Yes, completely. So from tomorrow onwards, you can observe now. Okay, and I'm not going to use ChatGPT in the class. Never I will use the ChatGPT in my entire career. Never, or downloaded programs or nothing like that, Nikita. And here most important is how you have to write the program is more important. Seeing the output is not important. You have to create that program also. Sir, how online people will guide the statistics or see same. Okay. Share once again about the course complete placement. Okay. So coming to the Madhumita placement, how this placement program works. Coming to the part of placements. First course will be completed. Along with the course, you are going to complete the projects. Okay. Along with the projects, certification. First in the first 3 months, you are going to do this. Projects along with the certification. First, this part will be completed. Okay, this is the step 1. During the course, your projects and along with the certification will be done. Okay, once this is done, you are going to do the step number 2. In the step 2, you are going to have the resume building. First, you are going to build the resume. And I'm going to show you how you have to build. Means what are the things you have to highlight in the resume, which are the things you should not highlight, all these things. Okay. Now, step number 3. After this one, okay, in the step 3, you are going to have, once resume was completed, yes, will the certification will be valid in the USA also, because certification, whatever we are doing is Microsoft. It is valid toward the entire world. This is not with respect to individual certification, right? And once resume building was completed, I'm going to discuss with you the interview skills. What are the, how you have to perform in the interview skills and your interview preparation. And for interview preparation and along with the interview questions, all these things will be done. Interview questions will be shared to you and you are going to practice. And from there, step 4 is going to be mock interview by me. I'm going to conduct some mock interviews. And what are the tests I'm going to cover now? Weekend tests are there now. Every weekend test, what are the questions we are going to give? That questions are from the mock interview only. Means related to interview. In the real life interviews, what are the questions would be? That questions only will be shared here. Not with respect to in the class giving A for apple. Again, in the exam asking what is A. Not like that. You are not LKG students. I'm not the LKG teacher. To give the similar kind of questions what are already discussed in the class. So it is completely real-time interview questions will be given in the exam. Whenever there is an exam, whenever there is a task are given, everything will be real life. Not with respect to like LKG, whatever examples we are discussing in the class, similar kind of examples, just changing the numerical values and giving the same example. It is not like that, right? And once these are all completed under me, now fifth step, the most important, we are going to share you the links. Wherever the job opportunities are there, job links will be shared to you in Google Classroom. So you will be added in the Google Classroom. Once you join the course, you will be added in the Google Classroom. There will share the links and you start applying for them. And you apply and you will get the jobs. This is the step-by-step process. Because once we share the job link, automatically they'll first observe your resume. Second, they'll see in the interview. In the resume, what they'll observe is projects they'll observe. In the second, what they'll observe is in the interview, how your performance is there. Both of them are covered now. So there is a high possibility you will easily get the jobs. Is the point is clear? Yes. Payment link also will be shared in the email only. Fatima. Raja Rao, will you cover the quick view or quick sense or something like this, miss? No. Power BI and Tableau. Power BI and Tableau, these are the data visualization tools which we are going to cover. As I've told you, there are multiple. Okay, multiple things are there in the market. Daily you will teach in the lab also? No, here only in the class I will teach. In the lab, mentors will be available. Some other people. Sir, by when we have to do the payment? Just you can connect with the admin, and we those people only will connect with you. Why you guys are not unmuting? Robin, if you want to get unmuted, you can stay. Because if I start unmuting, if I give the unmute option for each and every student, automatically it will lead to the disturbance. That is the reason. Now, once at the end, you can get unmuted and you can ask what are the questions you want. That is not a problem. Python will be covered. Offline classes already started and everything is going on time. And one-time payment or regarding the payments, regarding coming to the payments part, you can connect with the Naresh IT team. Contact Naresh IT team. And these people only will get connected to you. You don't need to contact also, they will only call. By end of the day, they will only call. You can connect with the Naresh IT team. Okay, they will contact you, and when they have contacted you, you can discuss with them. Abhishek, whether SAP or CRMs, all these things will be covered means no. What are the course content is there? I'm going to share the course content now. Just you can go through the course content. In that, what are the things are there? It will be covered. Right? Is 3 months duration will be sufficient to complete this course? Absolutely. And day wise schedule also will be shared to you. Day wise and weekly wise, everything. Right? Now coming to the next question, as most of the students are asking the common question, what is the difference between the data analyst versus data scientist? Now let's take here in data science, we are having three types projects will be there. Three different types of projects will be there. One is called as data analysis project. Second one is called as ML projects. First one is data analysis related projects, ML projects, and third one is AI projects. These three combination is called as data science. If you work exclusively on data analysis, you are called as data analyst. Only if you work this one, you are called as data analyst. If you work only exclusively this one without doing anything else, you are called as ML engineer. If you work only with the AI without using others, only AI, exclusively only AI, you are called as AI engineer. If you are selected as AI engineer, your daily work is only AI projects. Never you will work on the data analysis, never you will work on the ML. If you selected as ML engineer, your work is only ML projects. If you are selected as a data analyst, your work is only data analysis project. If you selected as a data scientist, you have to work on three of them. It is a combination of three. You may have to work any of them. Sometimes on this, sometimes on that, sometimes on others. Now, what is the difference? Data analyst will do the descriptive analytics on the structured data, whereas ML engineer, what are the next ML engineer is there? ML engineer will do the predictive analytics. Instead of doing the descriptive analytics, they are going to do the predictive analytics. Okay, predictive analytics. Predictive analytics on the structured data. Okay, using ML. Predictive analytics will be done using ML. Now, coming to the same thing with the AI engineer. Now, next step is AI. AI engineer is going to do the same predictive analytics on unstructured data using the AI. That is the difference between three of them. As I've told you, data scientists should do everything. It is a combination of above three. Is the point is clear? Timings of daily classes are 10:30 to 12. 9 to 10:30. This data analytics course is from 9 to 10:30. Is this course good for experienced people, or is this course having with respect to how many years of experience you can keep, or something related to this? I'm not going to say that keep this much of experience, but I can say that minimum you'll have knowledge of more than 2 years plus experienced person who is working in the real life. How much knowledge he is having, you will have more than that. That is for sure. Samir, do we require any cloud like Azure or AWS for data analytics? It is not compulsory. Daily, 1.5 hours. Our class duration is of 3 months. As I've told you, it is of 3 months with daily 1.5 hours. And that too Monday to Friday only. Saturday, Sunday, no classes. Saturday is for your exam preparation and you are going to take the exam. And whereas Sunday is for your rest, for you and for me. Okay. Only Monday to Friday, daily 1.5 hours. Right? and Saturdays will be the exam whenever there is an exam. Sir, exams, how many exams will be there? Module wise will be there. For example, in the Python, basics of Python will be completed means basic module one exam, advanced module one exam, Python for data science one exam, like that, module wise. That module may be completed in that weekend, may not be completed. If it is not completed by that Friday, it may be done in the next week, but module wise exam will be there. And in the exam, what type of questions would be there means in the interview, what type of questions would be there, that type of questions. So in the interviews, coding will be there. Obviously, in the exam also coding will be there. So in the interview, theory will be there. In the exam also theory will be there. Exactly in the interview, what will be the questions? Same way of the questions would be there. And both offline and online, both can take the exams. Both of them can take the exams. And after the exams, you are going to check your marks, and that from that you can understand your performance levels, how the performance you are having. Okay. Once you now coming to the fees, without recording is 15,000. With recordings, just we have to connect with the Naresh IT team. I'm not familiar with recordings. What is the course fees? Just you have to once you get the calls today na, just you can ask them with recordings what is the course fee. Prabhu Shankar and Madhav, is there any morning batch? As of now, there is no morning batch for me. Any 8 or 7:30 or nothing. 9 only. That is the starting. And sir, as you said, project structure in real time, how the project duration for data analyst projects, how would be the future in the data analytics career? Okay. And what are the data analytics projects we are having? Here we are going to include all kind of projects. Okay, all kind of steps. Every step will be included. And when I'm explaining for you the SQL, obviously I have to include all the steps related to that. And it is going to have a very good career in the data analytics. Very good career. And particularly for the freshers, marvelous. I can simply say blindly freshers to select the data analytics because they are having the multiple openings. Nowadays, data analytics openings are very high in the market because we are getting generated huge amount of data. Okay. And if you feel any fees is high, you can cross check in the industry. Okay. Within the industry, you can cross check. And if you feel whether it is high or not, you can cross check the content wise and the duration wise and the fees wise. Whatever you want, you can cross check. And from that, you can decide. And I'm having a career gap. That is not a problem. Career gap is not a problem. Absolutely 2 years career gap is absolutely not a problem. Easily you can manage. Manage means not in terms of keeping the fake experience. My meaning is not doing the fake things. In terms of genuinely also, you can easily get into that. What if I don't take the test or exam? Will I receive the certification? Priya, here certification is from 2 certifications are there. One is Naresh IT course completion certification. Naresh IT course completion certification. Okay. What are the course completion certification is there? Naresh IT course completion certification. This will be given at free of cost to all the students who has enrolled for the course. This is not a problem. Okay. This is not a problem. Next one is Microsoft certification. What are the Microsoft certification is there? This one, Microsoft certification. Now, Microsoft certification is a paid one. It is not included in the course fees. You have to pay separately for this. And you have to pay directly to the Microsoft only, and you have to take the exam. It is not included in the course fees. Not included in course fees. You have to take separately. Okay, it is a paid one. You have to take separately. It is not included in the course fees. Separately you have to pay and you have to take. Content will be covered by me. Content, subject, and what are the things, everything. You have to pay for this. And for this, if you don't take any exam, if you don't attend any classes today also, if you go and pay also, Microsoft, they'll take. Money, they will take the money. And Microsoft certification would be approximately 2,500. Approximately 2,500. Approx. Not exact, approx. Right? Is the point is clear? And if you have missed, in terms of any classes, for this we are having two options. Okay, any person missed classes, for that, one, you have to prepare on your own. Prepare, this is also optional. Okay, option only. You have to prepare on your own and ask doubts. What are the doubts? Are there doubts? Okay. Second one is go through the recording. If you have paid for the recordings, go through recordings. What are the recordings are there? Go through that and listen one more time. Due to any reason you have missed the class, means these are the two options. Most important point to be noted is no repetition. No repetition I will do in the class. No repetition of class. Okay. If I start doing the repetition, one student will be absent in one day, second student will be absent in some other day. Like that, my work will be everyday repetition only. According to you, you might be absent for one day. Right? Sir, for offline batch, do we get the access for the recordings? Absolutely. Even if you are online student or offline students, once you pay for the recordings, you will get the access. Right? Raja Rao, if I fail that given exam, can I take the same exam one more time with the same? Yes, the once you have paid the fees and once you are written the exam, if you have failed, again you have to pay the fees and you can take like that. How many times you want, you can do. But 100% guarantee in the first attempt only you will clear. 100% guarantee on this. Literally, you write guarantee. Okay. If you attend my classes and if you practice, and what are the questions I'm going to share, if you practice everything, job is guarantee, certification also guarantee. You can get my number automatically in the tomorrow's class. We'll be adding all the students in the WhatsApp group. In that group, I will also be available. Automatically, you'll get my number tomorrow. That this course helps to the 10 years experience product owners. To analyze your data, it will be helpful. To career change, it will not be helpful. Rohit Sahu. For analyzing yourself, what are the data and what are the product you are having, in that what are the developments was done, and to analyze, for that it will be helpful. And Dinesh, sorry, it's not Rohit, it is Dinesh. Sir, what would be the actual classes starts from tomorrow or the demo classes for some time? So initially I have given the demo and course content and course structure and everything. And tomorrow we'll discuss with respect to some other points. And from day after tomorrow, regular class will start. Even after regular start also, if you are having any doubts also, still you can attend at free of cost. And once you get the confidence, then only you can take the actual, you can pay the fees. Right? Sir, what is the final fees? So final fees and initial fees and starting fees, median fees, average fees, everything is same. One and only fees, 15,000. That is a single fee. And you can connect with the admin. I mean, the Naresh IT team, you can discuss about that one with them. Related to course, you can discuss with me. Related to out of the course, about the apart from non-technical stuff, you can discuss with them and they will help you on that. All these things related to fees, I'm not that much of familiar with that, because separate teams will be there now. Their work is to collect the fees and to check whether the student has paid the fees or not. For that, separate department is there. That is not my work basically here. My work is in order to give the good content to the students with a good amount of projects. As a BA student, can data analytics help me to grow in the career of IT field? Absolutely. Absolutely, that is not a problem. I'm having 12 years of experience in non-IT. Can I get job once I complete this course in IT? No. Waste. Answer is very simple. No, because the reason is very simple. Because of 12 years of experience in non-IT, you'll get some good amount of salary, and that type of salary you can't expect as a data analyst. So for you, the suggestion is go with the AI, data science along with the AI, not data analyst role. Can I pick project from freelancing during this course? Absolutely. Okay. You are Priya. Oh, you are the best. Hats off. Okay. Thank you. And I have done MBA, and having experience in IT recruitment and banking sector will be, course will be helpful for me. Absolutely. Right. Thank you guys. And we'll continue in the tomorrow's class. And what are the questions you are having, we'll discuss in the tomorrow's class from there. Daily timings would be from 9 to 10:30 only. And tomorrow once again, we'll meet at 9. Done. Thank you. ఒకసారి అడగాలి, బయట నాకు కూడా అంత ఐడియా లేదు, అడుగుదాం. మోస్ట్లీ ఇక్కడే ఉండొచ్చు. Done.